We're at Aftershock 2018, hanging out with the Fever 333.
What up, Chief?
To make the, I think, third festival that I've talked to you guys at. But
I think so.
I'll take every opportunity to say hi to the Fever, man. It's good to see you guys. Dude, what a whirlwind year. The first time we talked, it was, oh, yeah, you know, walking in my shoes is starting to pick up some steam. There's an EP coming out. Dude, and now here we are, man. You guys are just, it's the talk of every festival. It's the talk of the touring world. It's all about the Fever 333 and what crazy shit they're going to do next, you know?
Yeah, we were just talking about this. Like, honestly, we're just really enjoying ourselves and just doing what it is we thought we were supposed to do. And luckily, people are into it. Like,
Yeah.
We're very, very, very fortunate.
Now, obviously, there's such a message, you know, with your music. And the intensity of the live show, is that purposely put together in such a way to put out the message more intense?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like you have to, right? I mean, when things have lied so dormant for so long, sometimes it takes a little bit of extra effort to, you know, I guess, to highlight them or to create this like glaring sense of, hey, we need things to be different.
Yeah.
And especially when you're surrounded by in an environment that is quite happy to just be complacent. We feel like you got to put the extra effort in. Also, like, we just
do it.
We just do it. It's kind of how we
Yeah.
operate.
It's always kind of how we've been, kind of how we take playing live since the start, you know. So individually, it's not really like a reach or anything, but it helps, you know, when we do have a message that we're trying to send out, that the show is what it is, you know. So yeah, it's natural, but also it helps that kind of draws attention to us, and then to us the message as well. So
Right.
it's not just moving around for the sake of, you know.
Tell me about the song Made in America. Obviously, it's the name of the EP as well. But now this is the second single.
Yeah.
Again, a really powerful tune for a single.
Yeah. Essentially, man, it's trying to focus on moving forward by paying attention to our past and understanding that our past is built on the backs of human beings, people of color, subjugation of women. You know, very integral parts of our country were, again, built on the backs of people that we, for some odd reason, choose to systemically outline and to displace and to ignore. And again, I'm never out here to tell people what they need to believe. You know, I'm just asking them to challenge and understand. And one thing specifically currently right now, if I'm going to talk about making America, it's about the women right now. If I want to talk about that, I want to talk about women. I want to talk about how women need to feel safe.
Right.
They need to be respected. They need to be shown that they are, in fact, not only equal, but at this point, I believe in giving more attention to the women in our society more than ever due to current standing with the Judge Kavanaugh ruling. And again, I'm not asking people to subscribe to what I believe in or my agency, but I am asking them to pay attention to how many American women have felt uncomfortable just based on the fact that this man got so emotional and believing that his position and his emotions were worth so much that the position itself was almost secondary to him clearing his name.
Right.
That's a problem.
It's a huge, yeah.
You know, that's a problem. And again, if there are women that feel uncomfortable, those are women. They're not only women, they are citizens. They are people here that are being represented and that, you know, will be affected by, again, being told that they won't be heard if they're calling out.
Exactly. That's it. Being heard. It's like what happened with the Kavanaugh situation could have been such a pivotal moment for women standing up for sexual abuse, but the fact that they confirm this man into this position after all of it, all it does is make women feel like, well, shit, like, should I speak up? Like, you know, can I? Is it worth it? And I just feel like within this sort of like rock, aggressive music community, I believe that there's a lot of open-mindedness and it's great, but we got to be able to like talk about these things within our community.
Sure.
This like rock community, because sadly there's a lot of wild stuff that happens within this community. So
Well, sure. I mean, and this is a story. We were even talking about this the other day. You know, the old days of metal, right? Where it's all the quintessential Neanderthal knuckle dragging metal, which I loved, and I grew up in that scene.
So do we.
Absolutely. But the reminder of a lot of the bands weren't necessarily like that. It was just for whatever reason. It's just the people that were involved in that. Just girls didn't show up to Anthrax concerts. It just wasn't. The thing, but that people being able to come forward, and I think that's what you guys, Jason, that's what you just spoke on. The feeling the comfortability to say something, anything, at any time, no matter what. That's important.
No, and that's really it. And I think that I truly in my heart of hearts believe there would be more women at Anthrax shows if they just felt more comfortable to be there.
Right. Yeah.
If they didn't feel like
I'm sorry, Scott Ian. I love you. I didn't mean to say you directly. I was listening to Anthrax the other day.
Yeah. No, it's just a representation. It's just an idea, right? A representation of rock music, of heavier music, of a heteronormative, very adrenaline and testosterone riddled scene, and placing women in a very uncomfortable position, which we've done for fucking decades, man. I'm just tired of people acting like we haven't done that. All we need to do is understand that truly, systemically, oh my God. Okay, so there's policies, right?
Go ahead, man.
There have been policies written and put in place. Literally, Seneca Falls wasn't long ago. These things weren't that long ago.
No.
So for us to undo the residual effects of what we've done to women, specifically, and this is just what I'm choosing to speak on right now because of the climate, women. The residual effects that we want to try to undo, it can't just be done by snap of the finger or just like someone saying, oh, well, it's different, or oh, well, that was then, or it's not like that now. The actual action, actual effort, actual removal and abandoning of policies and also constructs, socially, intellectually, these constructs systemically that we still fall under as a people in America, but also internationally, globally. We must understand that women are not complaining, and that word needs to be removed from the vocabulary. Women are not complaining. They're asking to be represented. They're asking to be heard. And to the men that feel challenged and offended by this, that's your bad.
Right.
That's your bad. This ain't about women, oh, I can't say anything now. No, motherfucker. It's not about that. It's about that now women are finally in a position where they're not even, unfortunately, not even really in the position of power per se, but they're in a position where they've opened up to where they feel they can say these things. And that's only some women. That's not even all women.
No, of course not.
And so for me as a male, as a heterosexual male, to talk about women in this country and then be told that I'm too soft, or to be told that I'm too liberal, or it's beyond the point, right? Because these are facts.
Well, civil rights shouldn't be a political divide. No. Civil rights should just be a human equality.
Absolutely.
It should just be a part of who we are.
Absolutely. It should be civil. It should be civil.
Hence the word.
Yeah, and it's not. And I think that we need to understand that ultimately it's about understand that there's a place to have these conversations, and this is it. Us here on stage in the form that is the Fever 33, but ultimately we as a people, if we want to do better, and understanding that our lives, your lives will be benefited. They feel like we're taking so much from manhood and all these things. But in fact, if women felt more comfortable, then there would be an actual easier exchange and easier energy and understanding between everyone, so that life could be easier for truly everyone. And that is I know it sounds like this highfalutin social theory.
That's also fact.
It's
fact that societies and even civilizations that uplift and honor women, they thrive. It's throughout history, it's been proven. You can look at that and see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, man, there's a lot to say. There really is. And, right or wrong answers. I don't know that we need right or wrong answers, right? We just need people to be open to the conversation. I think that's what goes a long way.
That's it.
It's funny, I made this joke, and I'll let you guys go, but I made this joke when Trump threw his hat in the ring for presidency. I laughed and I said, because I grew up in the 90s punk scene, 90s punk and metal, man. That's where I was at.
Yeah.
There were a lot of political bands in that scene, from Bad Religion and on down the line. I'm like, if this happens, what a great time for punk to come back. And it has in the sense of bands like The Fever 333, a great new artist who I absolutely love and adore, a grandson, and so on and so forth. So, dude, I love what you guys are doing, and I said that to you from day one. Musically, fucking through the stratosphere, man. I love it. I can't stop listening to it. And obviously the message is fantastic. You guys, thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
And seriously, best of luck on the way. Is there a full length coming at some point?
Yeah. Early next year, we'll have a full length album out.
I suppose we should talk about, some business stuff first for a second.
Yeah. So thank you for letting us go off like that, too.
Yeah.
We had this the other day. We were at a publication, and we said, hey, maybe a lot of these problems are also, we are culpable as artists and as publications and as media outlets. We're culpable. We bear responsibility because we're not having the conversation. We talk about it off camera or off recording, but why don't we talk about it on so that people know that this is what we're thinking about? And thank you so much for letting us do that.
Listen, you guys, seriously, if you ever feel like you need to, just call me.
Yeah, man.
I may not have the biggest outlet in the world, but hey, something. If you guys got something you want to get off your chest, man,
I love it, brother.
I'll hit record every time.
Thank you.
Thanks,
That's
so.
amazing.
You got it.